Greetings, bloggers, vloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty. Here with you this week, sharing with you for the next few moments on the second half week of this vlog, of this week's vlog, is about catastrophizing. So, we talk about I've experienced catastrophizing as an autistic adult for many years. And I still struggle with it at times as part of anxiety, and it makes me anxious. So, as we know, many autistics experience anxiety, and part of that is catastrophizing and thinking of the worst situation. Um, so I don't know if you've followed me in the last week or so, week 9, 10 days. I don't remember. It's about 2 weeks now. It'll be about 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks on Tuesday. So I got a notice that my bridge near the house would be closing to traffic. And, as I would learn, I thought, it was the only pedestrian access out of my neighborhood and would would greatly severely impact my means of being independent to some extent. To a great extent, I could use the bus, but the bus only comes through one time during the week where it's really usable. And during the weekend, if it comes a few times, like half a day. And other than that, I would have had to utilize somebody to get out of the neighborhood. And I don't like to ask people to help. I think part of independence comes with pride, and it can be very difficult to ask people to do things or buy things that you don't necessarily want to buy in the presence of others. And it's nothing bad. It's just something you feel like ashamed when you're autistic. You already feel like you've had to go through so much in life and deal with so much, and just and having to be ask for things that are just so simple and so easy, and just want to do things that that everybody else gets to do in the world. But but having a car is just give you freedom. But I'm not ready for that yet, and I've accepted and understood that, and I've understood that I need to work on things. So, part of not having a vehicle meant in this specific situation, that I was unsure of how I would leave my neighborhood and go do the things in the community that I love and enjoy. And so as time went on, I kind of was a little anxious. There were some instances where the anxiety was greater than others. Um, However, it really, I don't know what it made it hit home more recently this week or a couple few days ago, but one of the eye-opening moments, I think, was when I saw these signs in the background that said pedestrian detour, sidewalk closed, cross here. I'll bend down so you can see it. So when seeing these signs, I had some hope. Give me hope that maybe there'd be another way out of the neighborhood, because the way that the car detour is, it's very dangerous. It's a 4-lane highway. I looked at it as I was going through the neighborhood on a car with someone the other day. There's no room to walk, no safe room to walk. Longer detour, not that it matters. Other people live on the other side of the community, they can get around better. But to do things, this navigate safely via a pedestrian or on 2 legs or wheelchair, what have you, it's very cumbersome and very challenging, and it is dangerous, but downright dangerous. So seeing these signs gave me hope. So our mayor in our town has a Facebook page. He's been here. He's delivered me a meal a time or two for Christmas, and I thought I'd reach out to him. So he didn't know, and he said, as they were told, there was a complete closure. And so, I started to doomsday prep and catastrophize and think, okay, I'm not going to be able to do the things I want to do for positive. And he told me November, so that told me at least 5 months, at least, that I would not be able to leave my home the way on my own and be able to do the things that I love doing. And and it coming into these doomsday prepping. Okay, I need to store this in the basement. I need to get things shipped here so I can enjoy it and get it before the world ends. I need to plan my deliveries. I started thinking all these things in the course of 2 hours, and I started researching them very deeply, very roughly. And and then he messaged back and he said, I got some awesome news. They're going to bring a temporary pedestrian bridge in So you can cross the creek, which is great. And you know what? That made my day for Mr. Mayor because he just cured my anxiety right there. And within 10 minutes, I got on my email and from the state highway department, got an email, that press release from that I'm signed up for through the system, that pedestrian access would be guaranteed. And seeing these signs kind of inked the way in, but now I know why they're there. And I know they're there because they're there to tell me that I'm going to be all right and I'm going to get through this. But it took all that catastrophizing and all that energy burning and putting all that energy into that it was so hard and so just rough. And I took it out on people. I took it out on family. I took it out on a therapist. And it caused, it made things worse when others brought it up. And it just brought so much energy that was so negative and so hard over the past few weeks. And now I know that I can get out of my neighborhood when I want, and that does solve the problems, and it makes me feel so much better. Just 2 hours before that, I was afraid to even leave my home because I didn't know how to react if I had to couldn't get back. It was just this anxiety that was just so pure, so pouring hard, and so rough on me that I just didn't know how I was going to react to it. And now I can easily leave my neighborhood again and do things that I want to do. I went to lunch today at a church and was truly fed well and blessed. And I went to the dollar store and got some things that I needed. I can do these things because now I got my independence, and I know I have my independence, and it'll be guaranteed. And when we're done with this bridge next year, or whenever we're this end of the year, and when I put the final touches of next year, I know I'll be guaranteed for the rest of my life as long as I live here in this current situation. But it just took to get all that catastrophizing and getting in that thought process and getting so wound up. It just hurts so bad, and I know I need to work on it. And it's when you're in that all or nothing thinking. And I'm one who usually takes therapy so seriously sometimes, but some of the things I haven't really got into it the last few years, and getting into that all or nothing thinking, or thinking that doomsday prepping and all these things. But now I see it. When you think things work out, they always do. Now you're not to say they're not always guaranteed, but you need to find ways to work things out. You need to find better ways to work things out, and get better or get stronger. Have coping skills. Have defense mechanisms. Have all kind of ways to work things out, have a plan, work with people, do great things. So with that being said, I'm going to leave us on a good note this weekend. The bridge doesn't close till Tuesday next week. I hope to give you another great update and maybe share a background from the pedestrian overpass, though I'm waiting to see if we put in. So we'll have to see how progress goes, but I know my summer is going to be great. And I'm going to work on not catastrophizing and not thinking of the all or nothing thinking and thinking the worst all the time. I'm going to try to make it positive, and I hope you do too. So with that being said, I want to thank you for listening. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to try to make it. It's a holiday weekend, but it's not about us. As I said in the last video, it's not all about us. It's about those who served and gave the ultimate sacrifice here if you live in the United States. They gave us our freedom, and we need to be thankful for that. And I'm planning to go to the parade this weekend and enjoy myself because I won't have to worry about that detour. I know it'll be there. So be sure to like this video if you like it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't tapped the notification bell and you want to hear more content come up when I let it out every week, please do tap that notification bell. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dustin's Dynasty. Visit me on the web at dustinsdynastyusa.com. Be sure to follow me on TikTok and Pinterest at Dustin's Dynasty ASD. And be sure this vlog will be transcoded into a podcast. That the video version can be viewed on Spotify and on all of the platforms be viewed as audio. I want to thank you again for listening. Be sure to have a great holiday weekend. Have a good week now, and bye for now.